I don't have anything that good for ice. Well, we saw this coming.
Hey. You holding up? We're almost there.
Holding up. Everywhere we go, just death. Death and more death. Everywhere we go, just death. I don't want to see that anymore.
Look, Maelle,
I thought you would understand. You said you spent your immortality burying the people around you. Doesn't any of this bother you? And you. Gustav's dead. How can you keep going like nothing happened?
We need to continue.
Why do
Maelle. You know what we must do. When one falls, come on.
Right, I hope you gradient parried that shit. Or that, okay, well. Holy shit, man. How many fucking 67 expeditioners and there's bodies here worth probably 1,000 in just this place alone.
Merde! Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
What's she doing? Okay, does she actually just straight up have magical powers?
Ready?
Like actually? She's not using the Lumina somehow. Or the power of the Pictos to like convert it into different elements. Like it's actually just straight up fantasy, you know? Not science. Dualliste. That music.
Take!
You weak to dark per chance? Nope, absolutely not. Will not be using that again.
No time to lose.
You have some moves, but his spells are not bad. Like I can intuitively look at him and I'm actually understanding some moves, you know? resistant to fire. That was earth damage. That was earth damage, by the way. How is that earth damage? Oh yeah, also. Do I wanna change the team? No.
Watch out.
Almost.
Last ditch effort.
That's what they say, huh? Yeah,
Oh, well.
30k damage more. Almost. I literally took almost half his HP with one attack. Yeah, Vigor Bitch build is not doing it here. Or Vitality in this game, because, you know, From Software used to use Vitality for the health stat also in Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls, and then they just stopped. Vigor from Dark Souls 2 onwards. Yeah, his spells aren't bad. It's just the attacks themselves are
I die.
not the
So
easiest.
be it.
Okay, so Dark is horrible here, so let's just...
I'm ready. Flames. On me.
Resistant to it, but it doesn't matter, the damage is still excellent.
Swiftly now.
Yo, I hate this bug, man. The amount of times this happens. This is physical damage, thankfully.
Maximum damage. You're outmatched. Break.
That seriously was enough to break? God damn.
Here's your card.
Ciel dodge.
That might be actually, again, that's the most fun attack in the entire game to counter. Phase 2? That was really fucking clean. Yeah, well. Okay, Pontiff Sullivan.
Get ready.
Fuck. Okay, that's quite a few hits there.
Let's spill some ink.
It cleansed the burn on itself. Why do you have to do that? thought I knew that. Oh, there's 2 hits on that shit now, what? I didn't know that.
Don't die next time.
That's dark damage, but it delays its turn.
Careful now.
Oh. Or, I mean, it should delay its turn. My bad then. You know, he just... What the fuck? Okay, he's a bit sick, man. Wow.
Watch out, Maelle.
Inverts. So what, now the healing we do does damages us or something? What in...
I'll manage.
Prevents the character from being healed. If the character is healed when inverted, it damages instead. Yeah. How long does the inverted last for? Anyone know? I think it's died. Unless we get more phases. Also, Ciel is alive right now for some reason. Did he just pick up his weapon? What the hell? Absolute cinema, what the fuck? I think Verso just picked up his weapon on the ground, and then Maelle picked up the other weapon from the ground.
Turns out this Nevron wasn't that strong, but you did well. You learn fast.
Oh yeah, that was the single Nevron that killed them all. Huh, I can see why.
All this is what we're fighting for.
Imagine how difficult actually this might go into a next cutscene. Imagine how difficult it is for someone like Maelle at her age to try to understand how much bigger the cause that they are fighting for is than themselves. Because at her age, heck, actually just any normal person, to be honest, it is so difficult to try to put your priorities or your duty of whatever like very like virtuous cause that you have, that you are trying to serve in your life, over your like personal you know, relationships with other people that you might possibly lose, or you know, just it is so difficult. But it seems like Ciel and Luna understand it a lot better, because, you know, they are more mature. They understand what they signed up for a while. I feel like very big reason as to why Maelle signed up to be an expeditioner is simply because she cared about Gustav that much. I think one of the main reasons is that, but also the reason... Why does this fucking vibrate so much, this ground here? Like, that's one reason. The other reason is because she never felt at home in Lumiere, so she felt like, you know, joining Gustav on the expedition because of that also. So I get both, you know, the reasons there. But, you know, she needs to, like, I mean, she's coming to terms with the idea of, you know, what they are doing being so much, like, bigger than their own, like, personal, like, relationships and connections that they have formed. Like, it's something so much bigger than that, you know? But that's not very human to live like that, is it now? You know, dying for causes that you believe are virtuous or correct, but, you know, you might not feel it yourself, you know? It's like these strangers here, like these Lumerians here, that have died while, you know, trying to reach the monolith. Like, all of these people might as well just be strangers to them. But it's just, you know, difference between a civilian and a soldier is that, you know, soldier is gonna be able to put the safety of other people as well as, you know, the charges of other people or for other people as their personal, you know, challenge or personal duty, while a civilian or a normal citizen is not going to be able to do that. So that kind of like very altruistic kind of, you know, gift. I have that. Base attack has 1 extra hit. Okay, what now? You know how broken that is? Immediately. Yeah, Maelle absolutely immediately wants that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to go back to the camp to, you know, put that in. For sure. And you know, what kind of maniac runs away from all the way here just to do that? Me. I've done it many times. That's what we call... Why does this area blink so... Is this just the anti-aliasing in here? It's just that shit. Thanks, DA. That is what we call... perfectionism is what that is. And I'm guilty of it. I have the problem. Although it most certainly is not as bad as it used to be. I'm definitely a lot more open to new ideas, like compared to how I used to be, you know. Definitely on the, well, more open direction. Wait, are we on the wrong side of the bridge? Or I guess we are on the right side of the bridge. That's where we came from, right? Yeah, that... Oh, wait. She was able to pull herself up after jumping to a ledge? No way, what the fuck? That is a rare skill, it seems, in this game.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that fight so far in the game was easily my favorite one. By a landslide. Also, what the hell happens with the lighting here? What? Dude, look at the lighting. We go from... like, very dreamy, surreal, like, warm look with lots of bloom, like, lots of, like, rich, warm bloom and, you know, color palette, into, like, a lot more paler, more hollow, more, like, somber, dreadful, like, misty environment, just like that, like... Yeah, the shaders in this game, or should I say the shading as in lighting, ambient occlusion, what is it, the color temperature on these scenes and all that stuff that make up the feeling, the atmosphere of what you're trying to provoke on the player with seeing a certain, like, area and existing in that certain area. That in this game is very janky. It's a lot more jankier than in other games, I've noticed. Let's go to camp. Jesus, that TAA. Damn, man. I really fucking wish... Okay, here's the thing. The more I talk during gameplay, and the more like varied topics that I talk about, the better talker I am. Like it's very much like circumstance based. So like I really wish like every time when there's this long process of me not saying a whole lot of anything interesting, and then I say something, it's like it's so much easier for me to remember what I exactly want to say and articulate everything correct if I have like been talking for a while before something happens. I really hate that aspect of, you know, how my brain works here, but I mean, what can you do? Like, I did not word what I was gonna say about Maelle after this boss fight, like, that good, to be honest. But I think I did it enough justice that you can understand what I mean. Which is, I guess, enough for now.